Hi all, welcome you back to this session. So in the last session you learned what is regression testing and how to do regression testing and what are the methodologies for the regression testing. So we will be continuing with the methodologies of regression testing. So today's methodology is classifying the test cases into different priorities. Test cases can be classified into various priorities based on importance and the customer usage. So how the customer uses the application and what is important to him, based on that we will prioritize our test cases. And it is very important to know that relatively priority of the test cases for a successful execution. So you will have to know the successful priorities of the test cases. So to enable choosing the right test cases for regression run, the test cases can be classified into various priorities. Like you can see in the slide, priority 0, priority 1 and priority 2. So priority 0, these are the test cases can be called as sanity test cases, like we discussed in the last session. So sanity test cases are just a basic test cases which checks the basic functionality and are run for accepting the build for further testing. So with this priority 0, we will have the test cases of basic functionalities just to ensure that our received build is working fine and is ready for the further testing. And priority 1, it uses the basic and normal setup, and these test cases deliver the high project value to both development team and to the customers. So here you will have the normal setup and some test cases which gives you the high values to the development team and the customers. So with priority 1 test cases you derive some value, okay, and some knowledge of how the application is working fine. So with priority 2, the test cases in this are deliver the moderate project values and they are executed as a part of testing cycle and selected for the regression testing on the need basis. So if you have that need of including these test cases which are on priority 2 into the regression testing, you will see according to the need. So if the test case written is in the infected area or not, you analyze it, then you take that test cases into the priority 2. So you can see in the diagram, priority 0 is 10% and priority 1 is 25% important and priority 2 are 65%. So in this picture you can see how important it is considering the priorities of the test cases. So next is methodologies for selecting the test cases. So once the test cases are classified into the different priorities, so the best test cases can be selected. So if you have the priority 0, that can be tested for the basic functionality. So you need to select the test cases on the priority. And there could be several right approach for the regression test which need to be decided on the case to case basis. And there are several methodologies available in the industry for selecting the regression test cases also. For example, case 1, if the critical and the impact of the defect fix are low, then it is enough that the test engineer selects a few test cases from the test case database and execute them. So if the area is critical and the functionality is critical and the impact of the bug fix is very low, so then you have to take down the test cases which are there in your test database and execute it. And in the case 2, if the critically and the impact of the defect fix are medium, then we need to execute all priority 0 and priority 1 test cases. So you already know what is priority 0 and priority 1. So you choose these two set of test cases and run this. And if defect fixes need to be additional test cases from the priority 2, then those test cases also can be selected and used for regression testing. And in the case 3, if the criticality and the impact of the defect fixes are very high, then we need to execute all priority 0, 1 and we carefully select the subset under priority 2 test cases. Because the criticality is high means you need to have a check of all the test cases or all the prioritized test cases. It can be priority 0, 1 or 2. And also under the priority 2, it is up to you which all test cases you select under priority 2 test case. So the case discussed above are illustrated in the figure. So the same thing what we saw in the previous slide is shown in the figure now here. So the criticality you can see is light shaded and the impact areas are shaded completely, and priority 0 P0 is shown in the circle, half circle, and all the subsets are shown dark, filled dark, and subset is shown half circle. So in the above methodology that requires the impact of the defect fixes to be analyzed for all the defects. So this can be a time consuming procedure. So it will take more time to analyze these requirements and these test results. And if for some reason there is not enough time and the risk of not doing an impact analysis is low, then there is an alternative methodology as given. So first one is regress all. It means for regression test all priority 0, 1, 2 test cases are rerun. This means all the test cases in the regression test suite or test bed are executed. So here you will execute all the priority test cases. And priority based regression, so for the test cases, for the regression testing based on these all priorities, test cases are run in order based on the availability of time. So whenever you have enough time, based on that you consider the test cases and run those. And deciding when to stop the regression testing is based on the availability of time again. Next one is regress the changes. For regression testing using this methodology, the code changes are compared to the last cycle of testing and test cases are selected based on their impact of the code. So whenever you made any changes, you need to have a comparison between the previous changed code and the present build. And the next one is random regression. So in this, test cases are selected and executed for this regression methodology. Randomly the test cases are selected, picked up and then executed. And context based dynamic regression, a few priority 0 test cases are selected which are basic functionality features, and based on the context created by the analysis of those test cases after the execution, which is outcome of your this thing, or it can be additional or related test cases, and are selected for continuing the regression testing. So to conclude the regression test cycle, the current result from the regression is shown in the first column and the previous results are shown in the second column, conclusion and the remarks. So like this you will maintain your document and write all the remarks, conclusion and what is the result in the current run and what is the result in the previous run. So this completes your regression testing. Go and watch the previous videos if you have not watched, and keep on watching the sessions and continue learning. Thank you all.